Hi guys, Fox here. Today's video, conveyor belt. The beginning it was a screw, and it was a screw up, but I thought I'm gonna show you both versions, so you will see what not to do at the beginning, and further on you're gonna see what to do perhaps. It's a prototype, so I'm gonna be testing it for some time, and I guess the time will be until it breaks. and yeah, enjoy watching. Okay, so here it is, my new chip extraction system. So the old one was kind of okay when the chips were like, I don't know, that much. It was holding, but anything more and it was overflowing. So you see I put those holes there. Obviously they were too small, and the flow was too big, so I improved this. So now the holes are way bigger, and yeah, I have quite a few of them. So the idea is that I think that's gonna be a bit higher, so that should be level, and that should be in the level with the bucket of the coolant, so no splashes. I add here 2 holes for a flat in case that would be splashing too much, but I can't be bothered to do it now. And yeah, so inside there is a screw which is supposed to take the chips up and up, 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 up. Yeah, there is a screw. I'm gonna put the stepper motor here, and here I will make the cutout in the pipe. Okay, cutout in the pipe around here, so all the chips gonna be going into the bucket. Yeah, I 3D printed the screw. That's the one section in here, and they're like, one goes into the other. Here I have like a plug, and yeah, so the plug goes in here. So yeah, I have a plug just to keep the screw in place, like suspended. Yeah, and now I'm cleaning the space under the machine because it was a disaster when that thing overflowed. And the chips were freaking everywhere, foam and stuff, and yeah, maybe I'm gonna show you what I've done with the pump. So on the pump I put another filter, wedding dress, so whatever goes in doesn't go through the pump, and seems to be working really well. Yeah, so yeah, and I'm gonna try to put it under there. Might be tricky though. All installed. I don't have a coolant yet. Coolant it's here. So it's in. Okay. I'm using you know, the small cap, and I want to show you. So here I printed the holder for hybrid stepper, and it has stepper driver, and it's a closed loop stepper. So I made the cup, and I made that printed the shaft, which goes into here. I printed that part too. So when you put it in, like that, you can take out the motor without need to taking out the screw. And the screw, as you can see, it's quite long. Alright, so I'm gonna put that motor in, and I'm gonna put the cap on the other end, and put the coolant in, and we'll see how it works. So you won't see how it worked because it broke pretty quick, I have to say. Throw a couple of chips, maybe more than a couple, but the problem happened when the chips were stacked between the pipe, which is going up, and the blade of the screw. So it was going like that. The screw was trying to push it, and there was a big clamp of the chips in between, you know, so it's like normally it should go like that, and the clamp got stuck, and the screw snapped, and then the coupling snapped, and that wasn't a good idea. When you're getting the chips up, they were going maybe like that much, and further on there were like very few chips, because I think with the water they're getting stuck into the surface of the screw, and they just keep rotating with the screw. Yeah, that was a bad idea, and there is no need to try it at home. So after that failure, I had to come up with something else, and I watched John Grimsmo issue with the conveyor belt. Actually, his issue was foaming and overflowing, and then he was cleaning the conveyor belt, and there were like what, 100 kilograms of chips or something like that. You know, after a year, but still there is like, you know, plenty of chips in the conveyor belt, and I thought, I'm trying to keep my, you know, surroundings chipless, and the traditional conveyor belt requires cleaning. So I thought that I don't like cleaning. That made me think, and I'm gonna explain it on the cable chain. So let's pretend it's a conveyor belt and it's much wider. So the chips are going onto the conveyor belt, and they are travel that way, right? Up or out. And that thing works. In my case, it can't work because the water goes on this angle, and I want to move the chips on that side of the machine. I'm not gonna move them into the cupboard. That was one of the ideas, but I want them on that side. So when the water goes this way, it washes all of the chips, so I will have plenty build up here, and maybe a couple of them will go up, but there will be very few. So anyway, it will be stuck, and I'm trying to avoid the chip build up from the bottom up when you have only the top moving the chips. So I thought, what if I want to use a belt, or, you know, metal plates connected together? That would require plenty of labor to do that without, you know, folding machines and so on. So I thought, what if I'm gonna use, let's say, a chain with the sprocket, and I'm gonna attach some wipes every couple of centimeters. And I'm gonna be going down, so the conveyor gonna be going that way, and inside the pipe going up, and those wipes gonna be wiping the chips. So in this way, only buildup which I will have, it's around here when it's square. I will have some chips, but the rest will be moved straight from the bottom of it. So in this way, I might not have to clean it ever. And because on the next video I'm gonna show you how it's built, what I came up to, and I quickly laser cut the parts, and I had the 2 centimeter long stainless steel spacers and 2 centimeter long screws. So the spacer goes inside, and the screws goes from the out in, and when they meet, they press against each other, so I don't have to use Loctite or anything. It just tied them really well and they won't unscrew. So now I want to show you the part where I'm assembling the new version of inverted conveyor scraper. That's the name. Maybe I'm gonna show you how it looks. So that's the manufacturing stage, and the coffee, it's obviously needed. And here you have the assembled chain with the wipes. That's how it works. So the chips goes here. Okay. And here they're supposed to go out. So far it seems to be working. Alright. And I 3D printed quickly, like 6 hours, but that was a slip. Some bracket for a stepper. Not terribly proud of it, it's a prototype anyway. Okay. So here it is in the machine. Maybe I'm gonna turn on the light so you can see now how it looks inside. Okay. And I'm gonna turn it on. Okay, so that's how it works, and the chip's supposed to be going from underneath here. Yes, and now I have plenty of chips on my phone. Okay, from the bottom, actually from behind, and now I have a bucket filled with chips, and I'm gonna turn on the coolant. not gonna be checking some chips. More or less with the speed how the machine would cut it. Or maybe faster. Wash my hands, and let's see. I'm gonna. No. So that's how it works here. The water drips from here, and here are the chips going up. The view from the back. So you can see the chips are dropping there. And the foaming is minimal. I'm gonna check some more. And some more, way more. Some more. The water is cold. It's cold. So it looks. And here, the chips are going up. Yep. So, it seems to be working. And it's not getting stuck. And I made this clear glass so I can see what's going on, since it's a phase of research, and then actually later on it's pretty good to know what's going on, if it's overflowing or what. But because the water is constantly going, you see that here, like chips swirling, and you know, time to time the blade is picking it up. So if you run it without anything, it will be, you know, it will clean itself up. So at the moment I'm pretty proud of that innovation. I will have to put the grid on the top for some much bigger chunks, or a screwdriver. If it falls, then, you know, it's gonna jam the belt. But at the moment it's fine, and I really like it. As you have seen, it's working. So I'm pretty excited. Additional thing which I discovered is that when you have a lot of chips and the coolant goes through them, it's picking up some air and it starts foaming. So the solution for it is to not have chips, and that seems to be working quite fine. So if you have a problem with foaming, check if you don't have too many chips. I think that's gonna be all for this video. I hope it gives you some ideas for your CNC machines. And yeah, I never thought I will say that, but subscribe, because there will be some seriously awesome content coming up soon. I ordered the ATC spindle, so I'm gonna be doing a very thorough review of it. Then some more stuff and some manufacturing out of home videos. So stay tuned, subscribe, and like it. See ya.